Is getting immigration solicitor the first thing to do when your visa application is being delayed? Or is sitting down folding your hands the first thing to do when your visa application is being delayed? So, if none of these two is the first thing, then what is the first thing? How can you solve the problem when your visa application is being delayed? That is what we'll be looking at today. So I want you guys to stay to the end of this video, because this video is going to be a very long video, because I'll be explaining in detail. So exercise patience why we unveil and explain to you guys the legal way to follow with your visa application that has been delayed. So guys, welcome back to the channel today. So today we'll be looking at how to chase a delayed visa, UK visa application. So today I'll be talking you through what you need to do to chase it up, and how for you to know if it has been really delayed or denied. So I want you guys to stay to the end of this video, do not fast forward. So there are so many things that can cause your visa delay. I will be listing some of them, and while we proceed by telling you guys what to do and the process, what to know and stuff like that. So in order not to delay your time, one of the things that can make them to delay your visa process application is if you are using an agent and the agent is using his or her own email to help you to do the application. This can lead to delay, because they might have sent an email to request for more evidence or more documents, and the agent is not looking into his email because there are loads of application he or she might have done, and is not looking into it to know this is for you, this is for you, this is for you, and that might lead to delay. But if it is your own personal email, because you are always looking into it, that will help you. So in advance, for those of you watching this video who have not yet applied, I want to say, guys, make sure you are using your own personal email. Then another thing is, if they have sent to you in your own personal email and you are not checking your email frequently, or rather you are just checking only the inbox and you are not also checking the spam, because at times they can send email and it will go to spam without you knowing, and from there we start delaying, and that can also lead to delay. So I'll be talking you guys through on what to know if your visa have been delayed. So like one of the things we'll be looking at today, it says, why has there been a delay in processing my UK visa application? So now I want you guys to know this. It says, if you have not heard back from the Home Office, the published waiting time has elapsed, you should investigate the possible cases for the delay. So these are the things that you need to know before you start taking the process, because there is a stage that, like, everything has a process that, like, there's a protocol, there's a guideline that you need to follow. So you can't jump one to the other. So you have to follow it step by step in order for you to get a positive response if you are contacting the Home Office. So let's look into this. It says, the Home Office official website, this is from the Home Office official website, has indicated the order for application to be processed within the service standard. The applicant should ensure your application is made before your current visa expires. Number 2, your application is completed accurately. Number 3, you include any required photographs. Number 4, you provide evidence of funds to maintain yourself if required on the application form and guidance. Number 5, you enroll your biometric information and respond to any request for further information by the date we asked you. Number 5 now, or 6, when you attend your application at our commercial partner or service and support center, you submit the required document with your application. Number 7, if your application is made on a paper form, all these things are the things that can cause delay. It is signed and dated and made on the correct form, submitting the required documents. You have included the payment and any check is signed and dated for the full field. So once all these things that is listed is done, then you can now proceed to say, okay, yes, all these things I did it, and so my visa is not supposed to be delayed. Then now let's proceed to the next stage, so that, because this is going to talk us through on the reason why they delay your visa and what to do so that you can get it right. So it says the Home Office guidance indicates that the straightforward application that meets this requirement should be handled within the standard processing time. So if you have done all this, like we said earlier on, your visa is supposed to be done within the time frame. So if you have done this and it's still delayed, this is what you also need to know. Note that because of the COVID, the Ukraine war, and so many things has really happened, so there have been so many backlogs. So it was after the COVID, the waiting time for dependents increased to 12 weeks. Then it was now during the Ukraine war, they now increased it to 24 weeks for dependents. So if you are dependent, you need to wait for within 24 weeks. And if you've done all this and it's more than 24 weeks, then you need to follow this process that I will be sharing with you guys today. So the next thing that we'll be looking at is this. It says possible reasons why your case might take longer than the standard processing time to decide your visa application. It said, number 1, the Home Office wishes to interview you about your application. Number 2, the Home Office needs further information from you. The Home Office, which is number 3, the Home Office is conducting external checks relating to your application, for example, within other government departments. Then number 4, the Home Office is processing a higher than usual volume of application just before seasonal holiday and sporting fixtures. So this is also part of the reason why it is delayed. Then how to chase a delayed UK visa or immigration decision in 6 steps is what we'll be sharing with you guys today. So number 1, so you have to follow it process by process. Number 1 is contact the UK Visa and Immigration for assistance. Note that if you are experiencing delay in processing your applications and have not been contacted by the Home Office, the next step is to contact UK Visa and Immigration and ask for an update on the progress of your application. You can find the relevant contact details for the Home Office on their website, which is, if you go to the gov.uk, there's if you go to their own particular tab, you're going to see it there. You see their contact there, it is written there. But if it is anything outside from there, please, it is not a UK contact number. You only get it from gov.uk. If it's not gov.uk, please, it is not their contact number, or rather their email address. But first, you have to follow process. First thing is to contact them, which is call. You need to call them. So let's proceed. So I'll be rushing it. Then number 2 is complain about your UK visa and complain about your visa and immigration. So if contacting the Home Office does not avail you, the next step is to submit a complaint to UK Visa and Immigration using their online form. It is alternatively possible to write a letter to the Compliance Allocation Hub or to email. So I will be dropping their email as well on the description box. You can see their email for those of you that wants to email them, which is that wants to go to the second step. So then note this: if you are using this particular means, which is the step 2, when using the UKVI internal compliance procedure, you will need to provide the following information so that you will get a positive response. Number 1, your contact details. It is important you include your address and phone number, as we may contact you to resolve your complaint by phone or to request further information. The names of the applications, original compliance. If you are completing this on behalf of someone else, we must have written authority to disclose information about another person's case. So for those of you using agents, you need to take note of this. Then number 3, full details of the matter you are complaining about, including time, date, and location. Number 4, the name or identifying number of any staff you have dealt with. That is the reason why they said speak on the phone first. So you need to call them first before you proceed with this, because that will enable them to say yes, you have started chasing it up. So which is the next one again? It said the next one is details of the reimbursement issue, including paper and receipt to support your claim. That is if you are making a claim, probably you want a refund or stuff like that. Then the next one says your home office reference details and any other reference that will help us to investigate your compliance. For example, refund reference, pay reference, UAN, which is the unique application number, the IHS reference, and any payment reference. This is going to help them as well. Then the next thing that you need to include is this: if your compliance is in relation to our contact center, we will need to know the date you called, the number you called, and the detail you called and the number you called us from. So which is the number you used in calling them, the number that for example, if I am using, for example, like O2 or probably like a V-Mobile number, so now I should be able to provide my V-Mobile number to them, that this is my own number. Then I should also be able to provide their own number as well. That is what they mean there. So you need to provide the 2 number, because they usually record, so they will need to listen to the record to see that yes, you actually called, and check their call history. So that is it. So let's proceed. So guys, I want to say exercise patience, because this video is really going to be long, because I want to explain to you guys in detail so that you can understand it and know what to do. So let's go to the number 3. The number 3 says contact your local MP. So what they mean contact your local MP is, for example, if you are applying, if you are in the UK, that is going to be very easy for you. So if you are, for example, you are in Birmingham, or for example you are in Scotland, or you are in Newcastle or anywhere, so there is an MP allocated to that borough. So you need to contact that particular MP to let him know that this is your current state, that this is what you need, and this is this, and this is this. So you need to complain that you've already complained, you've already given them a call, you've already written, and there's no positive response. From there, he cannot pick it up. And once you've done this and nothing has been done, then what you need to do is you proceed to the next step. So once you've been able to contact your MP to intervene for you and to intervene on your behalf, and there is nothing, so the MP Parliament website indicates that you should contact your MP if you feel you have not treated unfairly by by the UK government office or agency. So you need to contact them if you feel that the reason they gave to you why they denied your visa or whatever is not good. This is for also those of you that their visa is denied. So that's why I said stay to the end of this video. You can contact your MP to let them know that the reason is not good. Look at this, then he can stand on your behalf. So the number 4 says complain to the Parliament. So if your MP's letter to the Home Office is unsuccessful, you may wish to ask your MP to refer your complaint to the Parliament and the Head Service Ombudsman. So you can ask your MP to refer you to the Head Service Ombudsman, and they cannot proceed there from you. They cannot pick it up from you from there, and they will not help you, as they are the final people. They are the final stage to help you to resolve your complaint. So they usually expect you to complain to the organization if you are unhappy with first. This is so that it has the chance to look into your concern and, where needed, put things right for you. You must have made a formal complaint to the Home Office and waited 20 days before your MP can contact the Ombudsman for you. So now what they are trying to say is that you should try as much as possible to follow the step of giving to you first, then before you can come to them, and make sure that you have waited for about 20 days before all these things can get to their own stage for them to handle, before it can get to them for them to handle. So the 5th stage, which is the 5th step that you guys will be taking, is what they call pre-action protocol letter. So it said if you have completed all of the above steps, you may consider seeking advice about taking legal action against the Home Office. As a matter of law, you can only able to take legal action against the Home Office as a last resort. So that is to say that before you take a solicitor, because that is where people get it wrong. So they tend to use this 5th step as the first, which is not supposed to be so, and at the end of the day they end up losing the case. So you have to follow procedure, then you cannot have a strong case for you to present to the judge when it gets to the judge step. So guys, make sure you are following this step by step, and you will be able to get a positive response. And it says the first legal step is filing a pre-action protocol letter, which is what they call PAP, on the Home Office. Then from there you cannot get to solicitor. Then it is a solicitor that will help you to show you and advise you on what to do on this. Then by the time the solicitor now submit this letter and the Home Office is yet to respond, or probably they did not respond, because there is a time frame which is 14 days. They will be given 14 days for them to respond, and after 14 days they've not responded, then they cannot take it to the judiciary for a review, and that judiciary review is the 6th step. That is the last step. So it is now the judiciary that will now give the final result to say this is our decision and that is how it's going to be, and that is it. And Home Office have no other option than to obey if it turns out to be for your own favor. So the judiciary review will want you to take from the first stage, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th before you come to them. So you don't just go to 5th and come to them, because they will just look at you to say you didn't follow the right procedure. Did you ask them? Did you speak to them? Did you know what happened? Because there is every possibility that the case that you are having is not even a case that is going to involve a solicitor. and which the first stage is not going to cost you money, second stage is not going to cost you money, third stage is not going to cost you, the fourth stage is not going to cost you. So instead of you to waste your money on solicitor, using solicitor as the first stage, why don't you use the first stage, follow it step by step? So if you can do this, believe me guys, you will be able to get a positive response. I know this video have really taken a very long time, so at this stage I will be signing out. So I want you guys, for those of you who have this kind of case, or probably have friends that have some kind of case relating to this, make sure that you are sending this video to them. Share this video to them so that they can follow the right procedure, so that they will be able to get the right decision on their visa, and so that they will know where they stand. Because some persons are in the UK, because the decision have not been made, they cannot work, they cannot get job, they are just living hand to mouth, and which is not supposed to be so. So guys, all these things might be: send a document, send your passport, or your passport is not clear, or your BRP is not clear, or this is not clear, or we need this or we need that, and that is it. So follow the right procedure, you will definitely get the right answer. So at this point, I want to say, if you've not yet subscribed, what are you waiting for? Hit on the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, and remember to share this video. Thanks.